This is Shomik Biswas. Here we will be attending the fourth class of the Fourier transformation. So I should mark it as Fourier analysis, our class or lecture 4. So here we will discuss more some problems of that Fourier transformation. Say one problem I have ended with question number 4 in the last class, so it is question number 5. So how it look like this, just imagine there is the axis and that is pi, this is 2 pi, this is minus pi, this is minus 2 pi, this is 0. So it is like this. So again this is like this. So again it should be like this. So this type of train is given. So here it is a scale of omega t, here it is a scale of gt, sorry, it is a scale of ft. Now how to do this? Here you can see this particular function which is showing, it is changing its value. Here it is plus, here it is minus. So f of minus t if equals to f of minus t if equals to minus of ft. So this function is called the odd function. So in the case of odd function, if you are taking Fourier analysis, I told in the first class that a0 equals to 0, an equals to 0, only bn exists. So what is the form of bn? Bn equals to, here 2 by t0, here that t equals to 2 pi, so it is 1 by pi. So 1 by pi integration of minus, here it is 0 to t, so it is minus pi to plus pi, that is equals to a by pi, that of omega t. Omega t is representing x, so it is a straight line, basically mx plus c. M is here, this is a, say this is pi, so what is the gradient? That is tan theta equals to a by pi. Okay, but here it x is omega t, so it is a by pi omega t sine of n omega t d omega t. Okay, so if you are taking this as by parts, so it should be a by pi square, and inside it this particular bracket, what is that? Omega t will be taking as an integral, so it should be 1 by n square into sine of n omega t if you are taking one part. In the another part it will be omega t will be as it is, and sine omega t will be cos n omega t, and for that n omega it will be coming as by n, because omega t is a variable here. So if we are taking that limit minus pi to plus pi of this particular integral, it will be minus 2a by n pi cos of n pi. Now you have to find out in the same way for n equals to 1, what is b1? Here it is 2a, it is 2a by n equals to 1, so cos pi equals to 1, so it is 1, so it is 2a by pi. So what is b2? It is 2a by 2 pi, so it is a by pi, and it is 2n pi. Cos of 2n pi equals to cos of 2 pi, means it is this is minus, this is minus of a by pi. So you have to replace b1, b2, b3, b4, and finally you have to construct the entire Fourier series like this. So that is one problem. Another problem you can have, that is question number 6. So here it is given that in a particular pulse train like this, so here it is t by 2 to 0. Here it is t to 3t by 2, and this particular scale is obviously t, and that is f of t. So the amplitude is given as a. So how to solve it? First of all, here we have to better find out that a0, a1, a2 like this. So first of all, you have to write the definition that f of t equals to a, while that t is ranging between that t to t half, sorry, 0 to t half, and otherwise it is 0 for t half to t. Here it is t greater than less than, this symbol. So if you are applying this, so what is the value of a0? a0 equals to 1 by t integration 0 to t f of t dt. I told you in the previous class. So finally, if you are putting this value and you have to integrate it 0 to t half to t. So t half to t it is 0, but 0 to t half it exists. So it is, what is the time period? Here it is t. So it is better write 1 by t integration 0 to t half, that is 0 to t half, that is a dt, and that is, that is here it is a is a constant term, so it will be outside, so it is be t half to t, it is t half, so it is a by 2 finally. And what is an? An equals to 2 by t. I do it in a single way, 2 by t, that is integration of 0 to t half. Here it is a, and it is cos n omega 0 t dt. So this particular part, if you are integrating out, so obviously a cos, so we can convert it in this form of n omega 0 t, that is a cos n omega 0 t. So n omega 0 can be written as 2 pi by t, here it is t dt. So the final output can be evaluated as the form of that property of the Fourier transformation. I have discussed it already, that is 2a by t into t by 2 pi n sin 2 pi n by t, sin 2 pi n by t into t, that limiting from 0 to t half. So that is 0. So what is the value of bn? We will be getting it as 0. So this is the integration, we will be getting it at 0. What is the value of bn? Bn equals to the same thing, 2 by t0 or 2 by t 0 to t half, that is ft sine of n omega 0 t dt. So it will be coming as 2a by t into, that is t by 2 pi n into cos of 2 pi n by t into t with t half to 0. So it will be coming as a by n pi minus cos of n pi minus 1. So here we are not getting any an, we are getting the a0 and bn. So here the Fourier series we can easily construct by this. But here one thing you have to keep in mind, that if n equals to even, so the bn equals to 0, but if n equals to odd, then the bn equals to 2a by n pi. So one thing is bn equals to 0 for n equals to even. For n odd Bn equals to 2a by n pi. So you have to pick it that odd, so n equals to 1, 3, 5. You have to write that 2a by pi, 2a by 3 pi, 2a by 5 pi in this way, and you have to construct that entire series. So finally the entire series will be look like this, that it is a by 2 plus 2a by pi, it is in common, so sine omega 0 t plus 1/3 sine 3 omega 0 t and plus. Okay, so you have to construct the whole in this way. Here another problem is given as question number 3. Here one basic waveform is given in this way, and that is t by 4, that is t half, that is 3t by 4, and that is 0. If you are considering in this way, so it is the peak, that is v, and that is the negative peak. So the function is look like this. So what is the definition of the function? If this is t and if this is ft, so what is the definition of the function? That ft equals to 4v by capital T into t, when t is ranging between that t by 4, and it is obviously minus 4v by t into t plus 2v for t by 4, that is t 3t by 4, like so. This particular range here, this particular straight line here, this straight line having an intercept of that 2v from that axis, so plus 2v I am adding, or you can take it at minus with that minus 2v, and when taking that inside that minus, so obviously it should be plus 2v. So actually what I am speaking, that here two waveform I can see here, like this and like this. By the conception of the gate waveform, you should know that this particular function is obviously one odd function. So in the case of odd function, only Bn exists, not the other. But here if you have the odd function you are considering, so you have to take the Fourier transform of this particular part only, not this one. Why? Because the same function is repeating itself. So therefore what is the Fourier transform, you have to find it out. What is the value of Bn right here? So what is Bn? So Bn equals to 4 by t Now the question may arise, why it is 4 by t? Because here is t is not equals to 2 pi. Okay, here t equals to 2 pi by omega. I told you in the first class. So if t equals to pi by omega, so always you have to take that 4 by t transformation of this. So here inside you can see also that 0 to t by 4v by t sine 4v by t into t, sorry, sine of 2 pi by t into t into n dt, and plus here this is plus t by 4 to t by 2. Here it is minus, we can write minus 4v by t into t plus 2v sine of, you can see that is sine of 2 pi n by t into t dt. Okay, so if you are integrating out this particular one, so if you are integrating out this entire series, what will be getting as 16v by t square into t square by 2 pi n whole square, that is equals to, yes, right here this is 16v by t square into t square by 2 pi n square inside the bracket. That should be sine of 2 pi n by t into t minus, that is 2 pi n by t into cos of 2 pi n by t into t, that is integrating from 0 to t by 4. This particular part will be having this, and what will be the result for this one? It is minus 16v by t square into t square by 2 pi n square into sine of 2 pi n by t into t minus minus 2 pi n by t to t cos of 2 pi n by t, that is integrating out from t half to t fourth, and minus, it is 8v by t by 2 pi n cos of 2 pi n t into t bracket t half to t fourth. So if you are evaluating this all, finally the answer will be coming out as 8v by n pi square into sine of n pi by 2. So you can easily find out what is n equals to 1, what is b1, that is b1 equals to 8v by pi square. But for n equals to 2, b2 equals to 0. For n equals to 3, that b3 equals to 8v by 9 pi square with a minus sign. So in this way, one after another on and off signal will be getting in this particular one. So what is the final output? That is b1, then b3, then b5 and so on. So no a0 is there, so final ft equals to, if transformed by Fourier mechanism, it should be 8a by pi square sine of omega 0 t, because n equals to 1, minus 8a by 9 pi square sine of 3 omega 0 t and so on. Okay, so that is in short of the full output of this particular problem. Now you can see it. So one thing I would like to say in the last of this session, that one thing you have to know, that you have to find out the V average. So it is 1 by t integration 0 to t v dt. But if you are taking V RMS, so it is V square, then mean, this is mean, and this is finally root. So that is called the VRMS, root mean square. So first you have to take the square of this, then you have to take the average, means the mean. After the mean you have to take the root, so it will be finally the VRMS. But here it is a V average, just simply adding that V1, V2, V3 and the different thing with respect to dt, and finally you have to take the average. So that is in short of the today's lecture, and you can see that what is the final output of V average and V RMS. Here I have discussed 3 problems where it is question number 6, 7 and 8. It should be question number 8. Okay, so the problems are there given. should read it, understand it, and apply it in some other problems. So you must write me if you are getting stumbled in solving the different other problem relating this Fourier transform. So therefore I have concluded the entire lecture. Thank you very much. In the next session we will do some other topic like Thevenin's and Norton's theorems applicable in the DC and AC circuit analysis. So see you in the next class. Thank you very much. All should keep well themselves for the bright future of them. Thank you very much. God bless.